Hello, everyone. John Bruna here with the Daily Quote. Grateful to have the opportunity to share little bits of wisdom that have helped me in my life, and I do hope that some of the wisdom is helpful in yours. Let's go ahead and take a look at today's quote. I'll go ahead and pop it up here. Valuing others with different views than yours and learning to understand them does not need to threaten your own values and perspectives. On the contrary, it allows you to deepen them. Yeah, this just jumps out at me. So much of my own life, I just labeled people, that kind of group of people, they're like this. These people, uh, well, they just don't know much. And well, these people are really smart. They're who I want to follow. People who think like me. Well, okay, clearly they're the people I want to hang out with. And what I discovered in my own life is that basically I surrounded myself with people who think like I think, who have my shared values. And to some degree, that's not a bad thing. But what it does is puts me in a bubble and I don't get to learn about the world. I don't get to learn about other ideas, other cultures, other perspectives, other spiritual or religious beliefs. I don't get to learn much of anything really, other than that which reinforces my own views and beliefs. And unfortunately, that's kind of the world we're living in now with our internet and our algorithms and social media. We basically get fed the information that reinforces the kinds of interest and values and beliefs that we have. And what we don't get to do is learn different perspectives or understand what other people think. And this is what's dividing, well, humanity. We have neighbors. We have people that come from different cultures, different backgrounds. We have people of different generations that have had different experiences than we've had. One of the, I think, inspiring quotes that have taught me a lot is the biggest obstacle of knowledge is the presumption of knowledge. Wait, the biggest obstacle of learning is the presumption of knowledge. That's it. Well, and I think I know stuff, and I think the world should be like this, and that my beliefs are right. It's hard for me to learn anything new, isn't it? I've had the good fortune in my life of having the opportunity to live at a wide range of social economic environments. I have been poor. I've been homeless. I have been the senior account manager of Management Healthcare Corporation. I've played golf at a country club. I have washed dishes at a truck stop. I have been an auto mechanic. I have, well, been a Buddhist monk and trained in that spiritual tradition. I've been a counselor, have a master's degree in education, a lot of things. I've lived in India, traveled to the United States. But before any of that, I lived in my own neighborhood. I lived in my own group of people, in my own environment, and had a very limited view of the world. But people taught me, people I would have never spent time with, taught me how to live. They helped me find my own personal recovery from substances. I went to meetings with a wide range of people of different ages, cultures, spiritual beliefs, and uh, and I discovered there's a much bigger world out there than I ever knew about. And it led me in the path of learning more about myself, learning some skills, getting some education, traveling, and my world opened up in ways I couldn't even imagine before. All of us have a world out there that we have no knowledge of, a world that is filled with wonder and opportunities, and we have within us incredible capacity that is untapped because we've never explored it. Today's quote invites us to explore, to open our minds, to learn about other people, to learn about other cultures, to sit with somebody who has a totally different view than you about something and have a discussion, not an argument. Um, pretty anti-arguing. That's never helped anybody, I don't think, or convinced anyone. I have had lots of discussions with people of different faiths, beliefs, and political views, and found that a lot of times underneath the surface, we have a lot of shared values and just different ways of looking at things. And I've learned, and sometimes I've learned that actually my view's pretty good, dead on, that, that other one's not so helpful. And other times I've learned different perspectives and that some of the things I was hanging on to are not that helpful. The point, though, is that if I don't explore, I never learn. I don't open up from my little bubble, I'll never get to unlock the capacity within, understand life on incredible levels, discover untapped inner resources, and the wonders and joys and different cultures in the world that have so much to offer. Everyone I meet knows more about something than I do. All of you have wisdom I do not have. All of you have been through things I have not. Why would I close the door on that knowledge? Well, we don't need to. So I invite you to explore, to understand, to be curious, and to get out of our little comfort zone, our little bubble, our little algorithms of separation and labels, and maybe just explore this human experience. Understand yourself, learn more about the world and other cultures, and use today as a day to grow, to learn, to understand, to wonder, and to fundamentally live a life that you feel good about in a much bigger scheme of things than we've been limiting ourselves to. Hope you find this helpful. A little longer than usual, kind of getting on a roll with it. If you'd like to learn more about some of our resources, lessons, online courses, just visit ameaningfullife.us. And if you like these daily quotes, you can subscribe here to YouTube, or you can go to the podcast, The Wisdom of a Meaningful Life. Thanks so much for all the good you bring to the world.